Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're celebrating the latest Disney Dreamlight Valley update today because we are going to be decorating for the gorgeous MIRABEL'S wonderful casita that is just so gorgeous. Not very mini, but very gorgeous. So I'm going to put Encanto on, I'm going to have a little bit of a chill build, and hopefully this will give you a bit of inspiration for you when it comes to decorating her house. Trust me, it needs all the attention it gets. It is so pretty. So let's get started. Okay, so I've already put down some of the path and I've also done a little bit of a border with it. I might make some changes later, but this is how it's looking so far. I of course have put it in the sunlit plateau because I just love the colors here. It's so pretty. And I'm going to use some fencing that I've never really used before. I did use it for a little bit of a build, but I thought that the brick color might work nicely. And it's probably best of a bad bunch. And it saves me using the white picket fence again because I feel like that's the only fencing that I use. But yeah, whatever. Something different. I think it fits, hopefully. And then around the actual casita itself, I'm just going to put lots of foliage, some bushes, maybe like a few plant pots and things, just to really kind of make it feel like there's plants and things. And also this will help separate the path and the actual house because you get that awful, it's not awful, but like that green line between the house and the actual kind of path, which is okay. Yeah, so maybe it's time to make the admission that I've never actually watched Encanto. So when the doorknob and the kind of shutters on the house started moving, I didn't really have a clue. But when I was building this, I did watch Encanto and now I understand and I love it. The film was so good. I don't know why I waited so long. And now I'm truly even more of a Mirabel stan. She is so cute. She's so lovely. The music in the film was so good. And I understand the reference now. I understand why the shutters are moving and the doorknob a bit more. So maybe I do need to start watching more Disney films or at least revisit them. Some of them I haven't watched in a while, so the references I don't get. So yeah, we need to watch more Disney films and I forget how much I enjoyed them. I'm just not really a film person. I don't know what it is about them. Sometimes I just don't have the willpower to sit down knowing that I'm gonna have to dedicate like 2 hours, which is why it's good to do other things like play games and things while I'm watching them. It distracts me because I need stuff going on. So as I said, we put some plants and some bushes all around the house, and I'm just trying to find these flags. These are so cute. I know they are cocoa, but they're gorgeous and they work wonderfully here. They literally match the colors on the house, which I love. I haven't actually said what my plan is for this whole yard. I really want it to feel like, because the film is very much about family, I want it to be kind of representative of that and have somewhere that the family can come, maybe celebrate, have some food, sit around, relax. And I think that that's the perfect idea for a yard. So I'm going to add in the piñata, a little bit of celebration, something for the younger members of the family to enjoy some candy and things like that. And also the colors on it are wonderful. And I don't know where else I would use this item, so it felt like a perfect opportunity. The jubilant topiaries, I don't understand. I don't think they were showing up in the foliage section, which is why I totally forgot about them until I went into this filter, which worries me because it makes me think that there's maybe some furniture that isn't categorized properly, but I'm going to definitely incorporate them. There's lots of pinks in Mirabel's house, so I thought it would be nice to add them in as well. And they just act as great, like, not centerpieces, I don't know what the word is, like decor items, I guess, but they're on the outer edges, like filler items, so they're wonderful. And then for the piñata, I remembered that we had the trick-or-treat buckets, and I thought that if I use these, just turn them around so you don't see the pumpkin face, then they would be a great addition as well. I really wanted to use this item because I thought that the colors went perfectly, the tangled like blanket with all of the cushions, and I wanted to use it because I thought the colors were so great and I just love that item. It's probably one of my favorite items, but I removed it pretty soon after. It just wasn't working. There wasn't really the space for it. And then I've added in some picnic tables. This is obviously where the family can sit around and eat their dinners. There's quite a lot of them, so I added in 2, and that just acts as a way to kind of fill out the area a bit more. So over here, I had the idea of doing like a little bit of an outdoor kitchen. So I've added in the wooden sink, and I didn't really know what else to add. I found the campfire, which I was grateful for, so I added that in. And then I just thought about adding in some tables so we can get some smaller items in. I would have loved to have had kind of more of a structured kitchen, and it did dawn on me later that I could have used the counter tables, so I did go back and grab some of them. But these tables do work nicely as well, that's for sure. I think the colors, they were just very, something was missing here, so I decided to add in the trellis as like a backdrop just to get some more flowers in. And the trellis is such a good item. It's such a great item for backdrops for builds. I've used it in like my DIY area as a backdrop for in the meadow, and it looks really cute, and it's got flowers on it, so what's not to love about that? So yeah, I've added in some more items. I don't think I've ever used a refreshment chest, so it was a good time to use that. Get some drinks, keep them nice and cool as you do. Very nice. My lack of barrels is slightly worrying. I obviously need to craft some more barrels, as we only had one, and then the rest were kind of on the broken the broken part of the barrels. Shame the update didn't add in the ability to put items on top of the barrels, but yeah. Overall, I think the update has added a lot more stuff this time around, and I am excited for it. However, there is definitely some downsides to this update, which I might do a whole separate video discussing like the pros and the cons of this update and like the good things and the bad things that have come from it. So if you would like to see that, please let me know, and I'll maybe look at doing that, because there are definitely some things to talk about, some controversies, shall we say. I'm sure a lot of you have picked up on them, like premium shop, the cost of that, and kind of what that really means for free to play and how that's going to work. Like, yeah. And also the storage system. I was expecting big things from the storage update. It's just lacking a little bit. So yeah, there's definitely more things to talk about there. Over in this corner, I decided to move the benches over and add in like a little music area, because what would a party be without some music? So I found the guitars and also I don't know what the technical term is for it, the record player, added them in. The cacti, oh my gosh, I got them in the shop yesterday. They are so cute. A little small, but they make the perfect size for adding onto a table. I got there's a brown pot that I got yesterday in Scrooge's shop, and then today in Scrooge's shop I got the white one, and I was so happy for that. They are really cute little items, and again, they work wonderfully for this build. Let me know if you got any cool new items, because Scrooge's shop has definitely had an update. There were some cool things that I found in there again today. I can't remember what they were. Oh, there was like a Mickey Mouse red clock. It was definitely more of the smaller items that I got, and the most adorable Little Mermaid satchel. It was so cute. So yeah, let me know what new items you're finding. I'm really intrigued. So over here, we're just finding a table to put that record player on, and then just adding in some more kind of musical stuff to fit with it. Trying to find the other guitar, the brown guitar, but I always forget where they are. There it is. Again, these are from Coco, but I feel like Coco and the kind of Encanto stuff, I feel like they could be quite similar coloring. So when we get more items and we can see what more comes with this whole set and this release, I definitely feel like when you're doing builds, those two could go wonderfully together. So the next thing I need is some more little smaller items just to fill out this area. I did add in a little chair so that people can sit down and play the guitar, and then I really wanted to add in some cooked food and stuff as well. I really struggled with like filling out this area, but then I said to myself, kind of less is sometimes more, and I think that definitely goes for this build. So here is the smaller items. I grabbed some of the actual in-game small items like the berries. I think these are actually apples, but they look kind of cute as well. And then I decided to move the tables a little bit so you had a bit more space, and it kind of felt like it filled it out a bit more, because when everything is chucked to one side, it does feel like makes the area feel more spacious, when that's not always what I'm going for. So I cooked even some items. So we've got a birthday cake. I just thought that was a nice big item. Some pizza, some cheese, because who doesn't love cheese? And I also crafted the beignets. I did find, as you can see, I'm really struggling here with putting the placement on the table. Don't know why it was so hard. But there we have it. There is the finished build. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon with another one. Bye bye.